what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Malik the Cool Brother. You are now tuning into the Cool Podcast. And my special guest this afternoon is a brother that I had the pleasure of witnessing live. He's dope on the music scene, dope with the vocals. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you Mr. Christopher with an X. With an
Hey,
X, man. Christopher with
thank
an X. What's
you
going
for
on,
saying
good brother?
that. What's up,
No
man? How
doubt, man.
you?
I'm doing all right. How you be, man?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah,
I'm hanging in
yeah.
there.
That's what's
Working a
up,
lot,
man.
and that's what I like to do. I'm a
Okay.
weirdo. I'm addicted to working.
Hey, no wrong with that. No wrong with that. So, let's begin the interview. Tell the listeners and the viewers what you do and what you're about.
Okay. Thank you for my introduction. Thank you for the introduction. But my name is Christopher Withanx. I am a singer-songwriter, an actor, filmmaker, and right now the focus is my music career. And I've been singing for a while. I've been singing in church. Started in church, as you know, most of us black artists coming from the church.
Yeah.
But no, like
Uh-huh.
seriously, been singing in church. Did music. It was a musical theater. Dipped and dabbed a little bit, and like getting out there and seeing what other types of genre of music was, and outside of
Hmm.
gospel, outside of the theater, and dipped and dabbed a little bit into that, and then kind of took a hiatus. Not a hiatus, I would say, because I wasn't really enjoying taking it seriously. But like then started trying to live a normal life, and that
Yeah.
didn't plan out or go the way
Right.
I like. So
Yeah.
um, I performed at a talent show, and I'll
Hmm.
never forget this. A guy that I used to work with, Chase, shout out to Chase. He got me a
Hmm.
interface and a mic,
Okay. Hmm.
um, gifted to me. He's like, get out of the out of the food industry, and I think he told me, he said, I think you really got something. And it was just the thoughtful. He didn't know me from a can of paint, but he got the fact that he got an interface and a mic for me. That was just like particular. It was too particular, like on the gift.
Yeah.
So I always knew I wanted to do music. Like I mean, from the time I seen West Side Story, a musical
Hmm.
in 1961, I want to say 1963, something like
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
Um, I and then going into theater on my own, but it was something about creating my own music. I was like, oh, like I got it. I knew I had something, and
Hmm.
I just went from there. It kind of started off from there, and then the person I am today is not even what I dreamed of. I wanted to be an artist and I wanted to be a superstar, but like this artist, I wouldn't say I don't separate the artist from like the music because I am the music. I am the artist. I am the art. So
Hmm.
I feel like that's where it came from. So it started all like young, and it after I want to say 2015, 2015, I really took it seriously,
Okay.
and I just ever since then I just like been on the ground. I would say running, sprinting, crawling, stopping,
Yeah.
walking, trying to
Yeah.
fly. Didn't work out because we can't fly. So I think
Yeah.
but it was a journey to get to like this
Right.
person. I think for you, when we started hosting together last year, um, I think I was not even the person I was then. Like
Hmm.
you were very like you were already you've been doing it for a while, so you were already like you knew how to handle it. I'm like I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to
Hmm.
watch this man do it, and I commend you. Like it kind of watching you do it. It kind of helped. I'm an observer. I'm not even an observer. I pay attention to what not to do and what to do.
Right.
So I think watching you, I was like, I seen how confident, brother, you confident. And like when
Mhm.
seeing that as a host, it helped. It actually helped. So then when me and Vegas started doing it, shout out to Late Night
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah. Shout out to Vegas.
Late
Yeah.
Vegas, that man, y'all sleeping on him.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yes.
I think it helped a little bit with me going into that because I seen how you were, and then going with Vegas and how us two collabed
Yeah.
together, and it worked really
Hmm.
well. So
Right.
I'm not the person even then. I'm not even today. I
Yeah.
think I'm a lot more leveled. I think I'm a lot. more balanced. I think I'm getting to a sense where I'm have understand business in. I use two business sides because I'm in the restaurant industry as well. So using those two businesses coming together, I like used it like who's that superhero who can take your powers? Is that Rogue? No, she takes. She's anyways. Sorry, I'm gonna get really nerdy. Anyways,
No,
but it's
no,
like, oh,
I think that is
mhm,
Rogue. I think
Rogue
you
takes your
talking about
powers. I think she takes your powers, but oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. So Dragon Ball Z, where they fuse together like
Oh
that. I
yeah,
feel like those
okay,
two businesses are fused together, and
yeah,
like I
okay,
learned from
yeah,
that and joined. So I
yeah.
think that's where I'm at now. I think I'm in a very business format now, and
Mm-hmm.
in a very focused artist zone now. So I think I would say that's where everything has gone up from the time being a 9-year-old
Nice,
kid to my
nice.
mom letting me dance on the table. They didn't know what I didn't want to do music, but ever since then, my mom telling
Mm-hmm.
me like letting me dance on the table. I don't think they
Mm-hmm.
knew, but
Mm-hmm.
I think my body knew who I was. So from that
Right.
time until now, I think that's what made that is what's making and molding the artist I am today.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, speaking of hosting, you and Late Night Vegas, shout out to him. Y'all two have instant chemistry just like that. Y'all fed off each other. Seriously, y'all fed off each other.
Yeah,
That's what I learned. Because I saw
yeah,
y'all hosting plenty of times at the next level at the Forge. Y'all just knew what y'all was gonna say.
yeah.
It just the energy. Y'all just fed off each other instantly, and
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah,
like.
I think that was, but I mean, that was for me to crowd, because next
Yeah,
up
meet the
level,
crowd.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But it was like it was when, like I said, it was like from watching you, I took notes how you came up on stage and how you were just you at the once you was up and you had it was it. Took that and then so I used with that from and then going into Vegas and how me and Vegas relationship is.
Hmm.
Excuse me, my apologies.
No, you good.
And that like I think, and he helps me very much. Like I think his confidence and his music and his artistry, I think it helps me to be around someone who else who loves music and then but also wants to do the best they can. So I think
Hmm.
all of that, the confidence from you, the best that like having these two gentlemen like literally I love watching people's craft. I enjoy it. Like I have nothing. I had to learn. Like I didn't want. I've learned that there was times where the negative energy of like certain things it would help it like would follow me. But I was like, that's not how I want to be. Like I
Right.
want to make sure. Like I want to learn from it because I don't know everything, and I want to learn so much. So having you guys like have this like joyous energy in what you do helped me get up on stage like that. So I'm
Nice.
not gonna say that's all me.
Yeah, yeah,
I have the
nice.
charisma, like I have it. Like I can. You
Yeah.
see me bartending,
Mhm.
that's a totally different person. You be like,
Yeah, yeah,
who the heck
yeah.
is this? So I get
Oh,
it's
yeah.
definitely it makes sense. Like I could never. So I do. It was without watching you and then without having late night being literally right next to me, like, hey, we could do this, and then we would bounce off the idea, the way we wanted to do things, the way we where we wanted to take it. It was
Hmm.
like I wish we could have gone so much further into because if me and this dude would have like really, really was like, able to like dig down and man, it would be a whole production. So it was such an amazing time, and as like it was a season. So I
Hmm.
take it's like it, ups and downs of that. Like that's the one thing I take from it is that we like I know that of myself that where I can what I can do in my craft and in my work and in now my artistry now. It's like I don't know. It's just I will never, never forget that's where it started with like me and him and
Absolutely.
like seeing you and then like being around all these amazing artists and then watching like just learning from the mistakes, learning from the greatness. Like it was so many things I learned that I wanted to bring along with me. So yeah, like that guy, man, he just really helped. He helped a lot. It helped. He really did.
Yeah.
That's my dude.
Yeah. Shout out to Late Night
Late
Vegas.
night.
Now,
Late night.
yes, indeed. Now, do you think do you think about hosting again, or you just rather focus on your music?
uh, no, I don't.
No. Okay.
No, I
Okay.
don't. I don't think it, but if the Grammys would ask me to host, if
Yeah,
billboards are so my
yeah,
dog's working. She don't like me
yeah.
being loud. Um, like I would do it, but I would do it. If someone asked me, the right person asked me, I would do it. Um,
Yeah,
it also I'm at a stage where it's like I need to get paid
yeah,
now.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, definitely.
that one because of even some of the stuff I did and the stuff I have done, and what I've been working on. I'm at a place where I am going to put myself on stages probably I would never do again. Just with I'm at a point where I want to get my name out there. But not just that, honestly, I learned this from my guitarist. I will get into that more. Um,
Okay.
me and him were talking, and we were like, he allows me to be the diva, but because he's very solely on the music, he wants to create music, and we were
Right.
just like, we wanted to talk. We were talking about what's important on being on stage, and we both were just like, it's really not about us. We just want to share, like, look what we created, look at the art we made.
Hmm.
So if
Hmm.
it matches that path that I'm going down and the path that I want to create, I would host again. That in essence, I would host again if it's something for the artists. Like I want to support other artists in this country. I want to put in this world. I want to be such an independent artist. So like anything, especially in that nature, I definitely want to do. I would want to be, but I honestly, maybe I don't know if I'm allowed to do this yet, but if only Vegas is there, I will do it.
Yeah,
If
no,
it's
no
something that
doubt.
I don't want to do, if Vegas is doing it, I'll do it. Like, but
Yeah.
I think I'm more calculated now. I think that I know some people are known, but I talk about LA a lot because it was the best and worst time of my life. So that's why if people hear a lot, it's like because it was the most experience I've ever learned, the most ups I've had, the most downs I've had. I've seen the rise and the
Mhm.
fall of me already. I don't want to
You
see that
said
again. The rise
the
and
rise and
fall.
fall.
Yeah.
Oh, you
So
said the rise and fall of R&B.
of me,
Oh,
not
you.
R&B.
You. Oh. No, you said R&B.
Let's
So
say that right now. I didn't say R&B because they're
okay,
like come for me like,
okay.
what do you mean? um,
I'm like, oh, okay, okay, cool.
usually would clock me like, bruh, nah, this interview and
Yeah,
um,
no, me too.
yeah. So it's the rise and fall of myself. Like even me as a
Oh,
person, even me as an artist. Like it was.
mhm.
I dropped my first. So there's a lot of things I've learned. So business wise, and I think I would. It depends on the business side and who it is I'm working with now.
Okay, yeah,
Um, like I said, like if it's not something I wouldn't see myself doing, but Vegas like, yo, come do this, come host a show with me. I'm like, all right, cool.
mhm. Yeah,
It's like
right.
there's certain people, like it's like certain people, like if someone asked me if I'm bartending in LA and it was like my mentor Chase, I would do it for him. It's stuff like that. So if I
Yeah,
host again, it would have to be something it would have to be something that connects with my creativity and what I'm pushing, what not even my branding or my image, but just what I stand for artists and for the music and art itself.
okay.
And who it is, I would do it.
All
You're not
right,
asking me to
cool.
host anything, are you?
No, I'm just curious. I'm just curious,
I'm like,
man. I'm
no.
just curious.
I'm just playing. I'm playing. I'm
So,
playing. No.
so, so my next question is,
Yeah.
now how'd you get into like films? I know you in the films and you said you direct. How'd you get into that?
Oh my gosh. So I'm a, I'm extremely into cinematography.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know it. Some people who are kind of connected with me, I have a good friend, Marquita,
Hmm.
who's also in her training as becoming an artist. Um,
Hmm.
she's probably the only one who knows how important cinematography is. I
Hmm.
I'll never forget. I was watching something. She's like, "You're not into this, are you?" It's like, "Nope." She's like, "It looks like shit." I was like, "Yeah, it looks like shit." So it's like the visual. I love visuals. I love how things are created. I like people who do things themselves. I like,
Yeah.
DIY, do it yourself, yeah. DIY.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
um, and I got into it with my mother watching a lot of old films, and they do a lot of full body shots and like wide. Very, they want the whole scene. So I got into it from then. I'm honestly, I've been to, I'm to like give people like an insight on me. I've been like, this has been in the prayers, mainly being an artist in the super from the time I was in my mother's womb. So like,
Yeah.
she taught me a lot. Honestly, I've been like everything now is like all from stems from like watching. She doesn't want to. She's not going to claim this. So
Okay.
she's the reason why I really do because she watched a lot of old films. So I got into it then, and I wanted
Hmm.
to be little cool fact. I actually wanted to be an actor first. I didn't want to do music. I
Okay.
wanted to be an actor. I was like, I'm going to Hollywood. Da da da. I used to ask my brother, like, am I going to be able to go to Hollywood? Like, my oldest brother thinks I'm annoying. Um, so I was like, I was focused on acting.
Hmm.
I did a musical. Shout out to Margie Wren. She was very like Margie Cobb, sorry.
Hmm.
She was my musical teacher, so she had got me into it. So that's where the music came from. Where I was
Hmm.
like, okay, I can do it. So I was, but I'm a very, I love films. Don't get me, I know like all the actors. I love like I pay attention to how they shoot it. Try to figure out how they shoot it. Like I've been into it for a long time. And then my cousin, Incomplete, India, she's also a
Yeah.
poet, which,
Hmm.
congratulations, sir, 'cause she also won
Yeah.
it's the
Shout out
Grand
to
Poetry
her.
Slam. Yeah. Was it
Yeah.
Poetry
Yeah.
Slam? Yeah, yeah. So,
Heard of her.
I wanted to make sure, that that's noticed because she's a wonderful poet, and so she had asked me to shoot her. I wanted to. If anyone's seen it, it's on my Instagram, and I shot her not even a little film. I say little all the time because I'd be like when I say little I mean like oh it's just on my phone, but I shot her film on my phone,
Hmm.
and I was in the shots that we got and the way I did it. I got into it. I was like what? And I
Hmm.
was pushing her. I was like, "Yo, we can't drop this all today because this is like a masterpiece." So I got
Yeah.
into it. When I created that, I was like, "Oh, I can do more of this." So and I like it a lot. I actually do like filming. I like filming. I like and honestly, she helped me too as well. Like it's never. I don't, and no one becomes themselves by themselves. I don't care what no one says. Um, uh, there's like having other artists and creators around me. That helps me push
Right. Right.
push what I can do. It
Yeah.
opened up the eyes to what I can do. So I'll say that. And
Absolutely.
I think doing that, it was a lot. It was a long days. Everything we
Hmm.
did in 3 weeks. We did it in 3 weeks,
Hmm.
3 days.
Hmm.
3 days
Hmm.
in 3 weeks time. And I remember editing it and I'm such a when I'm creating, I think about everything. I think about what the sound should sound like, what the trailer should look like,
Hmm.
what my roll out's gonna look like, what I want like I'm so calculated. It's funny when I see how people think they're calculated
Yeah.
because I've been like oh because in my head I'm already like that doesn't work because
Right.
as soon as we start I'm already calculating.
Yeah.
I'm already
Right.
down to 5 years of my mind is already or probably already in 30 years of what can look like. So
Yeah.
I once I calculated I was like oh my god this thing could be so
Much
much. But
better.
not even just much better, but I can mean like I think it has more. When someone does something and I'm really into it and I really am in awe and
Hmm.
intrigued and inspired by it, and I see what they're and I see I'm my mind and my creativity goes it goes like skyrocket. And I have to
Hmm.
learn that everybody is not not there. Um, but it's because I see a lot in people, and I maybe that's because of how I was raised, but
Hmm.
also what I've seen in my life was a lot of
Right.
there's a lot of darkness that I've seen, and so not
Hmm.
just in my side, but seeing other people and
Yeah.
being there for people and being that friend or being that you know work coworker, like you know what I'm saying. It's just like there's a lot of things and being seeing a lot of homeless people the way that I've seen it. I'm an explorer, so like I walked everywhere in LA and seeing a
Hmm.
lot of stuff. You know, I wanted to see more. I see more of myself because I was like, I don't ever want to be there. So I think that's why I see so much in everybody else. So I think filmmaking allowed me to see the creativity what I see in life. So I'm
Hmm.
seeing everything. Every time I look at, I look. I don't even look at the way my house looks at. Like everything is like viewed through a camera. Like because I see the beauty in the art and everything that's around us. So I think that's why I wanted to put myself in filmmaking and acting
Hmm.
again. So yeah, because I'm trying to get this audition for this show that I got my song on, and I
Oh
hopefully
yeah.
they yeah. So hopefully they do call me back, and hopefully even if it's just a performance I'm doing on the show, I don't care. Even
What
if it's just a cameo. So
what show?
I'm excited.
What's the show in the song?
So it's a song called I mean not a song. It's a show called Unrequited. It's
Okay.
it's a Black LGBTQ plus web series on YouTube.
Okay.
got two songs on there actually. I got Playtime and Triple X on there.
Nice.
And Triple
Nice.
X, I'm not a numbers person because I think numbers are the devil because I don't understand them and I
Yeah.
don't get it. I just don't get it. I really just don't get it. I think numbers should not be as difficult and that important. And maybe I don't know. I don't. I just because I guess because I don't really. I'm really focused about the meaning of everything. So, anyways, um, my numbers went up on YouTube for the Triple X song, and I
Okay.
actually, fun fact, I hate that song because I didn't finish it the way I wanted to finish it. And actually,
Hmm.
Incomplete's supposed to be on that track as well. And I hated that we didn't. And like, I had a lot of people who were, when once I pushed the album, they were like, the album would never been out. So I think that was the right reason why it got out on November 1st, 2022. Um,
Hmm.
I think because I had a really great guy, a really great friend of mine, Ryan, who was just like,
Hmm.
I'm a perfectionist. And he was just like, he just told me, he was really honest about it. He's just like, it doesn't matter how many, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. So as long as you have a certain, five or six, seven songs or whatever many songs you have on there that or get somebody's attention, that's all that matters. I was like, why do you gotta
Hmm.
be so smart? That makes sense to me. So
Yeah.
um, I got that song on that show as well and Playtime, and I don't like that one either. So it's the funny, the two songs I don't like the most. I don't. So it was, but it
Wow.
makes me feel good though. It makes me
Yeah.
feel it was humbling too because it was just like the songs I don't like. I'm like, okay. It was just like everything's not going to be perfect or everything's not going to go the way you want it to go. But it's great because having that song on there and having that like, my songs are being listened to. People are noticing me, but like having that just and it's just the opening of one of the thing. I think it's the season finale. It's the season finale and opens up the series. It opens up the episode and having that
Hmm.
song, just a snippet of that song, and not even the best part that I
Yeah.
think, and it got people to listen to it. So I'm understanding a lot about things like that. So it was really dope to be a part of that, and I would love to be able to be on screen, and
Yeah.
also, and I've been supporting them too, like sharing. I've shared a lot of their stuff on my stories as
Hmm.
well because they were very
Okay.
like I didn't think I was, and one thing about me, I'm confident, but I never like the only thing I say is like I'm gonna make it. That's the one thing I know is gonna happen, but
Yeah.
I never say, oh, I'm gonna get that part, or like I just think I'm just like I'm gonna do the best I can to get it,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
if it's not for me, it's not for me. So
Right.
when I put my thanks to Ryan, he's a host. He has a big list of, but he's also a creator as well, and he is a host as well. Ryan, he had a podcast called Ryan Out Loud. So shout out to him for
Hmm.
sending me the link to signing my song up. So I do, what I'm saying? Like it's other, no one gets there themselves.
Hmm.
So I think, and then, I thank God for like doing things at the right time because I prayed for things to do things right. So I'm
Hmm.
glad that, I had people really understanding what I want to do with my art. So it
Yeah.
was nice to be a part of
Okay.
that show. It's a blessing. So I'm grateful for it.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. That's what's up, man. That's definitely what's up.
Thank you.
Now, oh, no problem, man. Now you then let's backtrack. Now I remember you said that you said something that you don't think you make it. I could be wrong.
No, I was
Um
like saying like I don't go like I'm confident and I'll go into a room as myself. I'm not going
Okay.
anywhere else. So I'm not. Let
Right.
me correct. Let me make it. Let me make it make sense. Because
Okay.
I know
All right.
sometimes my brain is working faster than my mouth. And so I feel like I'm gonna do exactly what I need to do in that room for auditions, for sending my emails, sending my songs, sending. I'm gonna do exactly what I need to do. I'm gonna do, I'm
Mhm.
gonna do the best of my ability, or do the best. Most likely, try to do the best in the room. But I've learned come
Right.
to understand if it's not for me at that moment, it's not for me. I've
Right.
learned to be okay, cool, moving on. I don't care.
Right.
Um,
Exactly.
and I got to a point that was like competing was different for me. I've
Hmm.
competed in a couple of shows, competitions in at P Town. Shout out to them. Shout out to P Town and Blue Moon for. Um, I'm like the only singer because it's always drag.
Yeah.
It's a really a drag show, and I do a pre not the only singer, but not in drag or just do, but like being open up the space for other creators and stuff like that, and
Hmm.
other artists. Like I really appreciate it because I learned from them too. Like it's competing is different. So
Right.
I think there was times where I got into the headspace of a competitor and
Hmm.
not of the for the mood. And then I think that kind of messed me up. But like now I'm at a point where like I don't if it's not for me, it's not for me. But as
Right.
long as I am being able to do my art,
Hmm.
uh, help share a story, share everything I'm writing is a story, and there's always a meaning in my songs and whatever I create. So as
Hmm.
long as that's getting it put out the right way and it's helping other people or it's making even people feel good. That's why I love music because the way it makes me feel good. It makes me feel
Oh,
at times. It
absolutely.
helps with everything I feel. So I think
Absolutely.
everything in that sense, and I believe, and I was saying, I also believe the only thing I know that what's going to happen in my life is I'm going to make it. I'm going to be one of
Yeah.
the biggest ones out here. So not even just one of it's like top notch because that's my, and not just because of the art, but just what I want to do as a hint, hint for the city. Like it's not even because there's so much I want to do and there's so much I'm planning right now, which is giving me a headache just now thinking about it. It's just
Right.
there's I really believe in art, and I think it's powerful and dangerous and such a healing. I just believe that's true because that's who I am. So um,
Hmm.
I knew that part, but that's what I was trying to say
Okay.
about
Got you.
that.
Got
Yeah.
you.
Oh no,
Thank
I'm
you
gonna
for.
make it. I will never say that. Oh God, no.
Yeah. Thank you
I
for
am
the
not gonna be.
clarification.
I am not slinging
Thank,
drinks for the
yeah.
rest of my
Thank you.
life.
Yeah. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
let me ask you this: do you think you're an R&B singer, and there's some dope R&B singers that's out here doing the thing? Do you think it gets a lot of love in the 412? I mean, in your opinion?
I don't want to talk about this here.
Okay. All right.
I
All
don't
right.
know.
Okay.
Okay, I know I am because I'm just like
Hey,
I
you
feel
feel
like
we if you
no, no,
if you don't
no. I'm
want to
gonna
talk
talk about
about
it.
it,
I'm
if
gonna
you
talk
feel
about it. I'm gonna talk about it. I do not care.
okay, okay, okay,
If this hurts people's feelings, that's on them. I do
okay,
not care.
all right, okay.
Um, I don't think they give any other a genre attention that they give hip hop. Period.
Yeah,
I really
yeah,
like.
okay,
I
good.
don't. I think. I'm like. I don't. I mean, and I've been on stage with a few like hip hop artists who are fucking brilliant.
Hmm.
But I just don't. I think I don't know why they're trying to. I feel like they're trying to make Pittsburgh a hip hop city, and I'm like,
Yeah,
do y'all go anywhere else? Like, there's so many other artists in the city that's crazy. That's crazy.
yeah,
Like, for one, I didn't. Cam Chambers, that brother is the vocals on that
yeah,
dude.
yeah. He's the truth. He's the truth.
The fact
He's
that
the
I don't
truth.
even like, come on, and I know that dude's all over the city. So I'm not, so
Yeah,
he's good. And I
yeah,
don't know,
yeah,
I don't know if that's solely true. Like if he feels the same way, like he gets enough. But even that dude, Clara King, oh my God, I always mess up her name. She's gonna kill me. Clara King, I
yeah.
feel like even her vibe, even when I was around when she was like in her like Inez, like there are so many people, there are so many other artists, even there's so many other genres of music in this city. I honestly think
Hmm.
like it's not just hip hop, and I don't, we don't. Why are we? kind of just make. And I don't even. So I'll be honest. I've been to so many shows around the city already, and it's like I feel like it's so divided. And there's so many R&B singers. There's so many. There's so like. I think I'm gonna say it right. V Dorsey, songstress. Like I mean, her vocals, Aaliyah. Like there's so many artists I don't even know. Y'all, because of I feel like this needs so focused on. And this could be just because. No, because I've been around other places too.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I don't know. I just don't. This city is filled with so many different type of artists. It's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
so funny because I love that I'm connecting with all of them.
Right.
Like it's just
For
so funny
sure.
because it's like I like if you want to talk about Vegas, like that dude is like his
Vegas,
production.
yeah,
Like you talk
Vegas.
about Vegas, you go from Cam, you go from Real Z, like those are
Yeah.
three different artists.
Mm-hmm.
If you talk about oh god, I just forgot their names. There's a band, but there's so many people. I met a girl from Kentucky who was just here, and her name is
Mm-hmm.
Lucy. She's like and not even a country singer, but like things like that. Different, just so many different artists, and I'm like, why? There's no reason. That's why I'm not gonna say that because I'm just not to show people. So when it happens, I'm just don't care with people. Like Nashville. Oh, Nashville.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Jaquea.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I seen her
You know what I'm
perform
saying?
live.
Like,
Yes.
what are we doing? I like
Right.
so I don't like those are just different genres of music already right there. That's four different
Mm-hmm.
genres.
Mm-hmm.
And we're and me like and then like well five, me like as I don't hold myself in one genre, period.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't like you don't like that's why I can't for instance like just shout out Millville Music Festival. I got booked for that on the 15th, not
Yeah.
8:40
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
Burgers Brewery. Um
Nice.
but
Nice. Congrats
when
on
people
that.
say that set, it's not going I'm letting you know it's not gonna sound like what I've been doing at all.
Okay.
So it's I think R&B is like I feel like I'm sorry I went off like it's just because there's so many
Oh,
other
you good?
I've been around so like even in the last year already
Mm-hmm.
there are so many artists and there's so many like just artists not even genres but the artists I've been around and the creativity I've been around
Yeah.
um and there's a surprise I will announce on here when we're done towards the end but like it it is I feel like R&B does not get it the way that
Yeah.
hip hop does period it don't.
Yeah.
And I've honestly, like I said, Rosie, besides Rosie, and there's a few other artists that I like. Once I see them, the name clicks. I'm a visual person, so I'm not I'm not knocking anybody or by not saying their name. But there's so many people, rap artists that I see. I'm like, why don't you do? Why don't you like? It just be like it's crazy that it shouldn't even be divided, and it's crazy to even ask that question because I've been that's what I've been thinking. I was like, why is this? Why is it even like that? And like I said, when I heard Cam, and it was like because Cam, I think I performed the day before.
Mm-hmm.
You have a pop artist, and then you have Cam, who's like this, who's R&B, and then you have Jaquea, and that like a part of Nashville with Byron, and Jules and Josh, and like who are into like heavy rock or like would you say heavy, not heavy metal, but like a rock band. So it's like I don't understand why there's even a divide or why is there even like it's it's amazing how like it is like that. So I'm glad that I am a part of a show May 2nd that's called R&B Please that gives you
Yeah.
know, that gives that light because I'm like, that's not hip hop's not the only music in this city.
Right.
And I
Right.
love hip hop, but you got to be good at it.
Yeah.
I don't care. You
Exactly.
got to be good at it. Like
Yeah. Definitely.
and then someone said everything. Someone said something. It's like just because it's black doesn't mean it's good. Like I don't get like it's still got to be not even just good, but I want to see some creativity. I want to see you push the limit. Like and then, like if I talk about J. Cole, like from his beginning, from his mixtapes to all the way to his album now, he is not the same creator and the same lyricist that he was then before.
Yeah.
And that's what I look into with an artist. And so I mean like I think that and like, even as a singer, Beyonce, if you want to talk about them, if you want her, if you want to talk about even Kelly Rowland, if you want to talk about Halle and Chloe and how they change, you talk about
Mm-hmm.
women are I think women artists are like probably are the best, so I don't care.
Yeah.
But like who else? Who is just the one I just seen an interview with? What's her name? Ah, with the pressure, pressure. Ari Lennox. Sorry.
That's cool.
Yeah, her. So like, and how I was just watching her saying like, how she grew and through her. So it's like, there shouldn't be no divide. And I was
Right.
and Duran, who just won his Grammy, and
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at all the people they've been working with and like how they
Mm-hmm.
come together. It's just why is there a divide? Why is it like you shouldn't even have to, and you shouldn't have to feel like you had to ask that question. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you obviously
Right.
know that there's something. Why does this get more play than this, and why did
Yeah.
so? I do agree with that, and I do believe because I see the artists that are out here. I see the artists that are pushing, or
Mm-hmm.
even the ones who are trying, or
Yeah.
just there is a lot of art here, and I think it needs to be shined on more than what people think they're
Absolutely.
doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I
Yeah,
definitely agree with you 100% for sure.
yeah.
100%. No doubt. No doubt. And my next question is, now I know you do a lot of originals. Um, hold on, man.
No,
I
I
know
know,
you at the
no,
bottom,
because
man.
the last one was a good question.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
So I know you do a lot of originals, and of course, you're original independent artist. So,
yes.
who are your musical influences, and have you ever done their songs on stage? It's a heavy loaded
Oh,
question, my man.
I hope she hears this one day.
Okay.
Beyonce is like, okay, Beyonce, business, not even business wise, art and her growth, but Frank
Yeah.
Ocean, Frank Ocean is the reason why I write my own
Okay.
stuff. He's the
Okay.
only reason why I do not want anyone to write for me unless I am writing it myself.
Yeah.
If
Right.
I, with a little fun fact, in the future, I have two people that's working on a third album with me right now, and
Okay.
I know it's crazy, but it's because they two of them are one is seeing me in my artist growth,
Mm-hmm.
and one knows me like the back of before I know myself. So
Right.
I think the people I follow that I'm going to tell you about is because of the stuff they do. Frank Ocean, J. Cole,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
even Kendrick Lamar,
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Beyonce, Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald,
Mm-hmm.
um, Diana Ross, not Diana, yeah, Diana Ross. Who else? I just got into this group called Susie and the Banshees.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
like this
Yeah.
new.
Yeah. We know.
You know
Mm-hmm.
them? Okay. This new
Sushi and
guy.
the Banshee. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm very into. People don't know. I'm very into indie rock. I'm very into a lot of rock uh, and sounds. I don't have a favorite, just
Mm-hmm.
because I'm Eka. Oh, I want to say even Eka Vidal. She's kind of a rising star right now. I like her
Okay.
sound. So these people are very and K-pop 21 and Big Bang. Their stage presence. Their just everything like about what they do is something I like. Those artists around there. Honestly, my style is from one of my favorite artists from one of the bands. 21 is Park
Okay.
Bomb, and she is one of those divas that I just gotta respect. So, and
Yeah.
those are the people I look up to like a lot. Like I pay attention.
Yeah.
I met CL before. I met Frank Ocean. I was extremely drunk, so I do have to apologize for that. No, he was really cool. I just came out the club and I was like, seen him walking. I'm very
Yeah.
outgoing. I really mean I mean like I literally am like a happy person. Usually am
Mhm.
like a joyous person. So like I was yelling. I was like, "Yo, Frank, what's up?" And he waves. He like literally and he genuinely. So like I feel like I have a special connection with Frank Ocean. So
Nice.
no, but those are like my people that I really like look up to as an artist. So
Okay.
and I try when I'm writing my music or doing I don't listen to them because of how much I do love them. Miguel as well too. I do love his.
Yeah.
I think his Wild Heart album is one of the greatest albums that is in our time besides Lemonade.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
and J. Cole's album. I mean, can we say the last four? That dude is like so. He's another one, and that's my next album after this one that's that after my third album. That's why I think what I'm going to be working on is working on my pen because I think I have goals. So it's like each album has a goal part of it, and so I think you know. there's certain reasons why like I look up to these people because the writing, it can be the singing, it can be the stage play, it could just be anything. So I definitely like,
Hmm.
I have that's why I have this high standard because I'm trying to be at
Yeah.
that level, but I want to do it myself.
Mhm. Absolutely.
I think that's
Absolutely.
what I think that's the I want to do everything myself, and so
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. No
yeah.
question. No question. So, let's talk about one of your original songs, Pluto.
Ah,
Pluto. That's one of my favorite joints by you, man. Pluto. Yes. Yes. That's to me.
aw,
That's to me. That's like your signature song, good brother, man. How you come up
thank
with the
you.
premise of that song? No doubt. No doubt, man.
Uh,
Pluto.
Pluto.
Yes.
You know what's so crazy?
Yeah.
My, I don't. Oh, how can I say this without telling anything? So never mind. I can't tell you because I'm gonna. I feel like I'm gonna. This is so I have. So I've hired. I have a creative team now, and um, we were talking about NDAs, and
Yeah.
I would joke. I was like, "Who's gonna be the one to slip up?" And then so there's
Yeah.
three of us want to slip up, and I'm the one. So I
Yeah.
got to put my own. So like, because I want to keep things so tight lit because it's more the excitement. I don't give a
Yeah.
care who. If you try to, you're not gonna do me. So I don't care if you try to do stuff like if you take my shit, like you won't. You're not gonna do me. You're not gonna beat. So it's like I don't. It's not. It's like it's more about. I want the excitement. So
Hmm.
I want to say it because I feel like because you asked the question that someone else just asked me,
Hmm.
and that song actually came. My second album, Unhinged, was a premonition of my life.
Hmm.
Um, I wrote these songs, and Pluto was my third third track I was working on that I made the decision to be like this is gonna be a hit. I
Hmm.
when I got to the when I this spaceship is taking me to Pluto, that one, I was like,
Yeah.
oh what? And then I record by myself, so
Yeah.
neighbors is probably like, is everything okay over there? Like, um, but I was like, when I got to that part, I was like, that's hard, and then I just kept on the, even when I open my mouth, will you listen? That one, I was like, okay, and my pen, it depends on how I pen. I
Yeah.
can't pen unless I'm right with my spirit.
Uh-huh.
Period. So when I wrote that, I was in a really state. I was in LA, and I was like in a big city, you don't want to be by yourself. You just don't. You're by yourself. You don't like. But I'm such an energy protector, especially of my
Hmm.
creativity, especially of my life. I try to make sure because I'm like, I don't. My best friend says I throw things and people and jobs like trash. If
Yeah.
I am not, if this is not, if this is not on the same level as me, I will throw it out like trash. I don't care. So
Yeah.
I was protecting myself because there's a lot of noise. There's a lot like I'm going to work all day. I'm almost at work 7 days a week, working two at the time. I was working three jobs.
Wow.
I was managing two places. About to leave one, managing two
Hmm.
places, bartending in one.
Hmm.
Was about to get on the show, didn't get on it because I got let go. So it
Hmm.
was like a lot of stuff, and I was like, I'll never forget my first apartment. I was like writing that song, and I don't. I say I have a little connection with Jay Z because I don't
Hmm.
write my stuff. I don't because I don't want people taking my no. That's I wrote that. Period.
Yeah.
No, and I
Yeah.
say that no one wrote my stuff. Ain't
Right.
nobody telling me how to create it. Ain't nobody like everything that's mixed. Everything that's all my like. I'm pushing. That's all my creation. And shout out to Nate Campsey from Mr. Small Studio. He produced my first album, and he did an amazing job. And I've just got to confirm like he's going to be working on the second one. So I'm so happy. That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
And um, writing that was just I was in a really dark. I was going into a dark space, going into a really lonely space, and
Hmm.
I'm really such a like I'm a like a lover. I'm a I love laugh. I love to laugh. I love good energy. I love to give like I love gassing people up. I don't care. I walked down the street like and talk, so I wasn't there, and I hated that. I hate that I
Hmm.
wasn't feeling that way anymore.
Hmm.
And um, I wanted to go. And you know how they said Pluto is not a real planet, then they said it is a planet, then they said it's not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever. So it made me think
Right.
of a place to where I can just go,
Mm-hmm.
and that it where it's like it's not reality, but it's reality. But I actually I made that song so I can reflect and like look at everything. I like to reflect, and I like to be a reflector um, of negative energy, of bad juju, of toxic things, people,
Mm-hmm.
areas. Like, so I wanted to be somewhere where I can think and where I can be heard. Like
Right.
I like I'm in, I'm so aware and accountable of who I am, where I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a second and be like, oh, dude, that wasn't. Maybe they deserve that cuss out. You know
Yeah.
what? Maybe they didn't. You know what? Maybe or actually look at what I did. So I like to do that. And there's a time where like family members, friends will be like, I ain't hear from you. Where you? It's like
Right.
I like to step back. Like you got, and my best
Mm-hmm.
friend taught me that. She's like, and because she does that to me, and we've been friends for years. Like, she ain't talking to me for a week. I know why. I don't get scared. Like unless I'd be like,
Right.
unless because we're that in sync, we can feel each other. Like, so
Mm-hmm.
and people don't understand that. Like, when I care about something, care about people, I start to feel you. I can feel your
Mm-hmm.
energy. And if you ain't
Right.
doing me right, I already felt it. I'm like, I'm good.
That's good. Yeah.
So I've learned that to take a step back, even if I'm not feeling right with myself, I got to take it back, like, yo, dude, what's going on? And even if the bad guy, the bad Christopher is like, yo, I'm over here doing stupid stuff. So what? Like, it's like, that's real. Like, I'll strip everything off myself and look in the mirror and be like, honest with myself. So Pluto, that's all where Pluto came from. And that's why
Okay.
there's sometimes when I sing that song, I get emotional because those are real
Yeah.
words. I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
Don't. Like, I don't want to talk. 'Cause if you try to force me to talk, I don't want nothing to do with you, period,
Yeah. Right.
because you're not. I like that. And nowadays, that song has been heard everywhere.
Yo, yeah. Yeah.
I done told you about myself, who I am from that song.
Yeah.
So if I'm not
Yeah.
talking, you don't listen. So
Right.
it's like
Exactly.
I think it's just and if I don't talk, it's good for everyone else.
Yeah.
So it's
Absolutely.
and learning, and I learned that from being in business because there's some things. I'm a very blunt person, and
Oh yeah.
I've gotten let go from jobs because of
Yeah.
that. Because I'm very like, and I don't mean nothing by it. I really don't be. I'm not shading anyone. I just be like, that doesn't work, or
Yeah.
no, because that's not what happened, or like I'd rather be honest and being like straight up. But people can't handle that, and that's how I had to learn that.
Yeah.
Where people, so this is the most honest I can be about my feelings because even that lyric when it says, when I open up my mouth, when you listen, we take that time out to understand what is missing. I know it will be hard. I'm being sarcastic, and late night Vegas is
Mhm.
the only one who caught it.
Yeah.
I'm being sarcastic because it's not hard.
Yeah. Right.
It's not you listen, especially when I'm talking to an artist or speaking in a crowd. You listen to music,
Mhm.
so it's like a very it's a and at the time I was in a you're at a job. I'm competing all day, and I'm trying to go to work and make a check and go home. And you're competing because you have one person who's sleeping with the boss. You have the one person who's a brother to the boss. You got one who's been in for
Mhm.
18 years. You got one who's trying to get the job. Like, and
Mhm.
you got it. So it was a lot of stress and a lot of like there's a lot of things going on. So when I say I'd rather be on Pluto, I'd rather be this far, I mean that. And there's days I still like I just rather be away. And it's never towards anyone. It's just like I like there is time like I'm a talker and I'd like to connect, but there's times where like if I'm zoned out, like it's just more like I need peace and I like to reflect on like things I need to work on, things I want to
Mhm.
do. I have like I and when I say I'm busy, I may not be out, but my busy means like I'm planning for things in my life. So
Mhm.
and there's sometimes I'm away because I don't like what's going on with me. So that's
Right.
where Pluto came from, and I love Pluto, and I can't wait till y'all hear what Pluto sounds like. This because I'm doing a part one and a part two, so the part one's going to be
Okay.
the album, and if everything goes as planned and it's been going good. I'm not going to say who's the artist that's going to be on it, but I have two artists that's going to be joining me for part two. And you can only see the live debut at the Millville Festival. So if you're not there, you're going to miss out, and you got to wait till you see it again at another
Okay.
time. So I mean, and I'm going to get, and it's going to be other people's perspective of where
Uh-huh.
in the same. So Blue's a very big, and I like one thing about me. I don't need people to tell me that it's a hit. I don't need people
Yeah.
because when I make a song, my first brain thought is I'm writing based off of real life stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but because I want to be a superstar and because I know I'm a diva, I'm everything I do. I'm saying this is a hit.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
delusional. I'm a
Right.
delusional person. Like when it comes to like that, like not delusional, but
Mm-hmm.
we are a little bit psychotic, like a little bit. Like
Mm-hmm.
we have to think that way so we don't like for me, so I don't think about nobody else. Because
Yeah.
my competitor is me. Like that's who I'm competing
Mm-hmm.
with. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that's why when I thought about that song, I didn't think it would get I didn't think it would the first time around. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it'd be maybe the second year I sing it, people, but hearing that, like being the first song to push me to step out of the box of what I've been used to, what I've been doing for the first album,
Mm-hmm.
um, I think it really pushed it. I'm grateful that at the time where I was being able to be perform, I was glad that because I've had plans already wanting to like that. I'll never forget me telling Incomplete. I was like, yo, I need to get on a stage. I need to get like these songs. Like I've already had plans. Everything that's happening right now, that I can't wait till everyone sees what's happening. And when it happens, I've been planning this since I left Pittsburgh the first time.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
um, it's amazing to see that's the song
Mm-hmm.
that is getting, that's crazy. That's wild. I mean, I didn't think it would be Pluto. I didn't think it would be Pluto, honestly.
Yeah.
So I didn't think it was going to be Pluto.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's a great song, man. It's a
Thank
great
you. I
song,
really
my brother.
appreciate that.
No
I
doubt. No
appreciate that
doubt.
a lot.
No doubt. No doubt. And so my next question is, do you have family members that do music besides you?
No, no one, and that's someone asked me that day.
Wow.
Yo, Malik, you're asking. That's like like fate. I mean, I believe in fate. I don't believe in I believe in like connections and like how just how the universe works and how God is. Like
Yeah.
it's someone literally just asked me that. He's like, does anyone? I was like, no one does. My dad loved jazz.
Mm-hmm.
My dad does like and then he doesn't like just like he likes good jazz music, like really great. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, dad, but can't hold a note. Can't hold a
Yeah.
note to save his life. Can't hold a note. My mom,
Mm-hmm.
well, maybe that's why, because my mom does like when I like the films she watches, like
Mm-hmm.
she kind of downplays it, but I'm like, nah, like the movies she watched, they're Oscar
Mm-hmm.
worthy.
Yeah.
Like, they're very, and she knows, like, in a lot of the old films, like, the things she like, even the fashion in the film she watched. So it's like, it
Mm-hmm.
probably came from that. Like, I will probably say it probably came from the I don't want to say critique in them of but in the ear to hear, the eyes to see. It probably just
Mm-hmm.
came because if you think about it, I'm very visual, and my ears are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
These ears are like they're. hmm. I don't know if I wanted to say that. I think I wanted if other people will notice it.
Okay.
It's okay. So when I'm singing, I think while I'm on stage.
Yeah.
So I don't. It's weird. I'm thinking of other ways, the routes to go because my ears. So my guitarist Mike Kovolik from Mosquito Money.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him because I've been working with him a lot, and he is amazing. And the air like he does everything that I never would have thought would come to him. I don't want to get emotional about it, but I'm grateful for God placing us together because the way my
Mm-hmm.
ears work, he plays it. And I'm like, I don't need anybody else ever again. So it's like
Yeah.
it's that my ears are crazy, my eyes are like in the crazy the visions that I have for the next yeah. Just know that there's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of stuff coming for this for my like just for my business and for the artists of this country in the world. I just really there's something I really have a great idea about, and I
Yeah.
can't wait to be a part of. I can't wait for other artists. I hope other artists are down with it, but like I think it will happen because it's just the for my dad being into jazz music the way I mean I'm talking about I don't know who like Duke Ellington and like
Mm-hmm.
he used to listen to jazz and when he would pick me up sometimes late at night like from work or
Mm-hmm.
something like that or
Mm-hmm.
just like or driving home he listened to the jazz but it's like this cool smooth jazz but I'm talking about and
Yeah.
for his birthday his anniversary him and my mom's anniversary we went to a jazz concert on the boat
Mm-hmm.
on the what is it Clippers? The Clipper? What is
Oh,
that?
Clipper Creek. Yeah, Gateway Clippers Creek. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Because
the
I was thinking
boat.
about the
Yeah.
sports and I hate sports.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I was thinking about
Yeah.
sports. I know
Yeah.
it's been
Think about the
draft week,
Los
but
Angeles
I don't
Clippers.
care. I don't care about
Yeah.
none of it. Um,
Yeah.
but he loves jazz, so I think I would say my dad and my mom, just because of what they are into,
Mm-hmm.
their their interest in arts. I think that's where it came from.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, because
Nice.
they can't
Nice.
sing, bro. They can't. Bro. They,
Oh
nah.
man.
My dad thinks he's gonna be a manager. I'm like, nah, bro, no. No, he
Oh
mean
man.
he really thinks so. He does. He thinks
Yeah.
so. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's them. They're funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt. Hey, you need some sense of humor in this crazy,
Yeah.
violent
Oh
world.
my God. Like I love
Yeah.
it.
For
If
real.
nobody
Yeah.
can do, I will leave. I will literally leave a whole situation and no one's funny. Not funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we ain't cracking jokes or banter, oh, I can't do it. I
Right. Right.
can't
Yeah.
do this. I can't do the sensitive stuff. I cannot do. Oh, I can't do it. When everybody's just
Mhm.
always negative and always crying about stuff. Oh my gosh. Woo!
Yeah.
I get tired of myself when when I'm in a bad place. I be like, yo, bro, this is boring.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, they're
Yeah.
great. They're. I I would say like we have grown. My family has grown, and I have understand what family is,
Mm-hmm.
and I think sometimes um I really do think sometimes we take for granted for the family we have. Because I mean,
Yeah.
my dad is goofy, and my mom's so
Mm-hmm.
like even when I love making her laugh. Like I do
Mm-hmm.
and even sometimes when my older brothers, because they all cool, they're cool, they football players. But I love when I see
Mm-hmm.
my oldest brother crack a little smile when I say something. I like making people smile. And that's where my music is. So I love the people to feel good. So I do
Yeah.
commend like having a family around me who understands my crazy antics and like just me being like I'm very transparent about who I. So it's like I do commend them being able
Mm-hmm.
to handle that and like
Yeah.
you know just be there for me. And it's hard. I'm the youngest out of four, and
Yeah.
it's hard. I know it's hard for them, and has been hard. But I do commend them for stepping up and like doing the best they can because everybody's not perfect. So I had to learn that too. And because
Yeah.
me, I'm very hostile. I'm like, no, gotta go. You didn't fail the test. I don't care.
Right.
I don't care if you miss one
Right.
question. Gotta go. Get on the
Right.
face. I don't care. Everybody's
Right.
off. Cut off. So I would say that a lot of that does come from my mom and my dad. So I would say, yeah. Oh, I did, sometimes when I don't talk about them. We don't. People don't really ask questions like that,
Yeah.
and so I don't get enough. Get it. I don't get the chance to express what I truly feel. And because
Yeah.
people, I don't know, people are weird.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that question a lot. So I
No
was able to
doubt.
talk
No
about
doubt.
them. Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt, good brother. No doubt, man. No doubt. So before we end this
Yeah.
dope interview, where do you visualize yourself? Where do you see yourself in the years to come with your music and
Whew.
film? And I know, and I know, you mentioned that you got a record label, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm building one. I'm building. Oh,
Building
goodness
one, okay,
gracious! See, you're giving me a headache
okay.
again. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
my bad,
actually
my bad.
building. No, you get. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So just before, if you don't mind, I'm gonna like just cut it so I can I'm gonna just
Okay.
list all the things that's happening. Just
Okay.
so I do want to get people involved because
Yeah.
there's some things that's happening, and I am building one. I'm building a record label, but I want to build something that is not just for me, but building something for artists. I don't want to give out too much because I don't want people to know what I'm doing because
Yeah. Yeah.
I want it to be special. and I want it to be
Yeah.
unique. And but yeah, building a label and building not just a label, but I want to build an entertainment company where I do sign artists, where I do sign actors, where I do sign you know writers and stuff like that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to build a space full of like artists and do some really cool things with artists. And so that's in the making. Um, and but I finally I feel more like I'm getting to a point where I'll be established because I'm having a team behind me. It's different. It's hard. It's you dealing because you dealing with people, and I don't want to say just
Mm-hmm.
dealing with you're dealing with other artists, and we artists aren't easy. Like we're not easy. I
Yeah.
don't care if you're the nicest artist. We aren't. Meaning that there's a lot of things you have to be able to do. So or able to deal like not even deal with, but you have to be like you have to be kind of like I'm game. Like you gotta
Mm-hmm.
like have. So I have a team that is really uh standing behind me, really wanting to work. Like having a team that really wants to work together, like actually and understand
Mm-hmm.
my standard. Like I really get it. Like I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean
Absolutely.
like boss, like I'm not playing, but I mean like, no, I really have goals to do these things. And I think patience is a big thing.
Absolutely.
You can't say, oh, nah, like patience is a big thing. And I mean like even for people who have already made it in biggest, there's patience around because a lot of stuff I know people be like, I know this, you know what? But you got to
Mm-hmm.
think like you got to pay patience. So
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot. I'm like learning
Mm-hmm.
everything, as we say, you're still learning. I'm still
Amen.
learning.
Yes.
So I'm learning a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
about like working with other artists, working with other creators, having a sound guy, having a guitarist, having a
Mm-hmm.
stylist, having a creative director, two creative directors who will be doing visuals, who will be doing like other things like, you know, like I think just having people around me to like, really have my
Mm-hmm.
back in my art and stuff like that. Um, That's amazing. And then people
Mm-hmm.
signing on the craft to like on signing on to the label, like or just signing on with me to like
Mm-hmm.
really take going down to the future.
Yeah.
So I have that going on. I have a show next Tuesday, next Saturday, next
Yeah.
Saturday at the Brillo Box for R&B
Mm-hmm.
Please that Sad Bear is presenting with Next Step
Yes.
Live. I have the
Yes.
Millville show May 15th at 8:40
Mm-hmm.
p.m. at the Burgers Brewery stage. And then I have a show with Next Up Live on the 21st, 22nd. I don't know
Wow.
days because I feel like my days are all together.
Yeah.
And then the one big announcement I wanted to make sure I say is that I got a gig to do uh, a shoot with a strings quartet. I want to say it is. It's called Songs of Strings, and I'm going to do a shoot that I got for and out in LA at the May
Mm-hmm.
30th, and it's a big
Nice.
deal because it's going to be it's going to be streamed and everything like that, and they're going to do a rendition of one of my songs, and I get to fly out
Mm-hmm.
there at the end of May, so that's a big thing. And then I go on tour this year, so
Nice.
which is also another thing. So there's a lot of things happening, and I feel like that's a big deal for me. So
Mm.
that's all it. That's my whole plan, right? That's my whole gig.
Nice. Nice, man. Nice. Congrats
Yeah,
on all the
thank
success,
you,
man. Congrats.
thank you.
No doubt, man. No doubt, good brother. So before we conclude this interview, can you tell the listeners and viewers where they can find you and follow you at?
Yes, listeners and viewers, you can't find me, so don't look for me. No, I'm kidding. uh, so you can find me on Facebook, Christopher with an X. So
Mhm.
yeah, I don't want to spell it, but it's Xhristopher space
Mhm.
Withan capital X. Um,
All right.
and then you can find me on Instagram at Christopher with three R's. So it's Xhristopher. And you can find Christopher on all streaming platforms for my album Why Not Start With You. And you can check out my video for Pluto on YouTube on my YouTube channel that is also under Christopher with three R's. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone listening who did listen and who was going to listen, who's going to watch it. But yeah, I do like it's. I am grateful for all the things that's going to happen. And I do really appreciate you, Malik, for taking out the time to
Hey, man.
do the
Pleasure's
interview
all
and
mine.
do this. Yeah, man, it was a pleasure. It's like it's. I like the full
No doubt.
circle since the year since we worked together last year for a little bit, and
Hmm.
then to like have an
Hmm.
interview together. I do appreciate you. So thank you so
No
much.
doubt.
Thank you.
Likewise, likewise. No doubt,
Yeah,
man. Pleasure's all mine. And ladies and gentlemen, you can find me on Instagram, Cool Malik82, Facebook, Malik Long. I
gang,
got a
gang.
page for my podcast, the Cool Podcast with the Cool Brother. And I got a TikTok page, Cool Brother. And yeah, if you want to be a guest on my podcast, ladies and gentlemen, just hit me up, inbox me. We can s- set it up and talk about whatever you want to talk about. Take it from there and do the damn thing. Mr. Christopher Withanx. It
Thank you.
was a pleasure
Yes.
having you on, good
This
brother.
pleasure is
If you
mine.
want to be no, oh, pleasure's all mine, my man. It's all mine, all mine. But yeah. But if you want to be a guest for the second time, good brother, man, just hit me up. Let me know,
Of
good brother. We
course.
can do the damn thing the
Yeah,
second
yeah.
time around.
All right. Thanks, man. Thank you, Malik. Thank you so much. Have a good
No
day, man.
doubt, man.
Thank
You
you.
too, man.
See ya.
Peace. See you.